How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Another video here for you. So this is going to be the channel's first pickup video, and it's actually my first jump into actually starting to collect games. I wanted to actually add something that I had forgotten to add altogether to the channel introduction video, which is I've been gaming for a long time. However, my passion for games has always been there, whether the flame was just raging or it started to like go down. And over the last few years, over 10 years I should say, not necessarily a few, I've bought games, I've resold games, I've bought systems, sold systems, rebought games, and I've just hit a point now where I don't care. This is still tying into another video that I would like to make, and I'm hoping some of you guys and girls out there experience the same thing, or have gone through the same thing, where it's kind of talking on, like, is gaming worth it? Financially, the time you spend in it and all that stuff. But that'll be another video. So this pickup video here, I have like an actual, it's a pretty big stack. And the games that are in it, I'm not sure a lot of you, if any of you really, will be interested. I hope there's some in here that you like, games you guys have probably played that you like. I hope that's in there. But like I said at the beginning, I just want to address the fact that the games that I'll show, a lot of them, they've been out forever. I've got like a variety of systems here, and since I'm starting to commit myself to collecting games, it's bringing me back to fun times, to be honest with you. I went over this weekend. I went to 3 different local used game stores that aren't EB Games so that I could find older things. Like, I love Game Boy Advance. I'm trying to find more games of that. It's hard to find good ones. I find I gotta have to look on eBay and stuff. But yeah, so I went out there. I had a blast. I bought a bunch of stuff, more than I would like. And to be fair, these pickup videos, I doubt will be this bulky. With like a lot of them coming out. I think if I do monthly update videos, like I know a lot of you guys do, there'll be like little things that come here and there. And actually, now that I'm talking to you, one second. May as well just start off right away. This is actually the only new release that I bought, and I'm working my way through it right now. That's Bravely Default for the Nintendo 3DS. This game is when I did my impressions video, I said it was blowing me away. It's still blowing me away. It's actually really fun. So I actually just came across a boss. I won't spoil too much, but I came across a boss, and the whole area that I was at, I was actually like, I grabbed the system, and I'm like, oh, like, I had it like this close to my face, and I noticed, I caught myself, doing this action, and I was just looking at the cool character designs. And I'm a big art fan. I draw comic books. That's what I do. And I don't want to say that the art direction in this is like blowing minds and it's like top level stuff. It's all a taste thing, but it's an awesome game. Loving it so far. So there should be a video coming out soon for this. But it's an RPG, and it's definitely a level grinding RPG. So I'm spending a lot of time enjoying just doing that. But we'll talk more about that. Awesome game. Awesome game. And I'm just gonna start the pile here. So this game here, actually, it's for the Nintendo DS, and I've known about this game for a while. I've always looked at it, and I'd flip it on the back and read it, and it just never grabbed my attention. And that's the legendary Starfy. Now, by default, this is like kids, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's age. I don't know. I don't have kids of my own, but I look at this, and those characters are cute as hell. And that's one thing I noticed myself doing this weekend while I was looking at these games, was I'm deciding to make a conscious effort to actually go out and get games I normally wouldn't get. I'm a huge RPG fan. I love side-scrolling games. I love action-adventure games. But when I would look at something like this, it would make me just go, no, like, I just don't, there's nothing here that looks interesting to me, and I wouldn't even do research about it. So I quickly did some research on it. I hear it's, mostly, it's an easy game, but that's okay. I look forward to playing this, and to be honest with you, I want to get into the Kirby games as well. So that's something I'm looking forward to, And I think this, as weird as it might sound, this might be my entry point into actually doing or seeking out games like Kirby. But anyway, looking forward to that. Now this next one, oh man. Actually, before I get into this, I should jump over to, this is one thing I bought here. And it's a 72-pin connector for a Nintendo, basic Nintendo. I have been having problems playing games, and I took it all apart. I scrubbed the living hell out of it. I cleaned it, and it still was doing that. You know, you turn the power on, and it would flicker, and and something would come on, or you reset the wavy lines and all that. The blowing trick didn't work, obviously. So I just figured out, I don't know how much these are. I went to the local gaming store. It was 14 bucks. I don't know if I got ripped off. To me, $14, it did get my Nintendo working. So I can't complain. So I'm going to hang on to this just in case. Like this, I was able to play games and things. But anyway, awesome. And I want to get more Nintendo games. But I find, especially Mega Man games, I really want, even though I have the collections for, I think it was GameCube I have for, the PS2. It's like the entire Mega Man collection and stuff. It's fine, but I like the control. That's all it is. And let's be honest, a lot of these games we can get digitally, and I'm definitely one of those people that enjoys having stuff. And I didn't say right off the crack, I finally got some shelving put in here. I don't mean to show books off. I know a lot of you guys probably don't care about reading and stuff like that. That's, you know, that's totally cool. But it's just the gaming room is actually coming together. And I'm going to do a gaming room tour as well to show you my very tiny video game collection. And that's why I'm kind of excited to do this stuff with you guys, because I've been watching a ton of you guys' videos, and you guys have been showing me some really sweet games. I've been making lists, doing a little bit of research. It's fun. It's actually fun. And it'll sound weird, and hopefully over time I can tell you guys a little bit more about like what I do and stuff, but I don't have a lot of time for hobbies. And that's exactly what I'm finding myself doing this, and I actually find, and this might sound really weird, it's like a harmony. It's like something I can relax and do. Even cleaning Nintendo games was really fun. Anyway, so I saw this, had to pick it up. I remember playing this when I was a kid. I honestly cannot wait to fire this up. I don't even care if it's crap. Probably going to grab like a guide just to make sure. But that's Robocop for Nintendo. And don't get me wrong, it's a Nintendo game and it's Robocop. It's got to be bad, right? I remember the music. I think there's like a first boss fight. There's like a girl, she's taken hostage, and you have to save her. And I would always end up shooting her, I think. You know, it's been so long, but I'm actually really looking forward to playing this. And I love Robocop. I haven't seen the new movie. I don't really, nothing about it attracts me to it. The design for this is like, this is perfect. I love my 80s stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. This other one here, these two games actually are for PSP, and that's Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2. I was actually looking for the other games to collect. I would like to at least have a physical copy in whatever way I can get for these. Who knows in time if I'll actually go and try to get the NES cartridges for this. For right now, I've never played them. I think actually that might be a lie. I have played one, just farting around. Nothing too like drastic and stuff. 1 second. My cat's trying to drink my water. But I'm really looking forward to playing into these. And I was actually just looking at my PlayStation Portable collection, and I think I have more games for that than my like my Xbox 360. And I find it very funny because when the PlayStation or the PSP first came out, didn't care. As it came out, still didn't care. I only cared once I bought one. And I bought it at the end, like the very end of its life cycle, so that is a little different, but I love it. I think it's a fantastic system. I still think the Nintendo products are usually a little better, like a DS and stuff. But anyway, that still on the Final Fantasy kick. I picked up Final Fantasy, what is this, 8. And I have played this. I never beat it, but I guess I had sold my copy at some point. And I saw this there. I think it was honestly only $11. Again, I'm trying to do quick research on the fly if I'm overpaying, but it has the manuals, everything. It honestly looks like it hasn't been played, so I was really, really excited about that. And I opened it up, and I saw this thing in here. I thought it was really, I don't know, kind of cheesy and cool. I kind of remember these back in the day, but it's like it's a mini walkthrough for the game, and I'll just open it up here just so you guys might be interested in it. I flipped through this and I thought it was kind of funny because all it reminds me of is like an advertisement for the actual, not just the actual Brady Games manual, or sorry, the walkthrough, but like at least half of it is like, oh, Chocobo Racing, Chocobo Dungeon 2, Squaresoft Game Tips, here's a number to call. Get the game, get the books. Final Fantasy Anthology, Saga Frontier 2, I heard some stuff about that, but yeah. All these RPGs, good luck finding time to find these, but Final Fantasy has been with me for a very long time. Final Fantasy VI was such an amazing game. I've played it, never beat it. That's honestly one of the biggest things that I'm ashamed. I actually have lied once about that. How tacky is that? Somebody asked me if I had even played it. I was like, oh, I beat that game. It's a lie. I really want to play that though and sit down, get some proper time. Now this game here, Nintendo DS, Aliens Infestation. I actually saw this at the store and I was surprised. I was like, oh man, I didn't know you could find this anymore that easy. I actually found it at Walmart, new, for $5. $5, okay? And once I went to the local game store and stuff, they were everywhere. But the reason I picked this up is because right now I'm playing Metroid Other M. Expect a video on that. I'm about halfway through. And the whole, Metroid side-scrolling Castlevania style games, I love. Those are like almost up there with role-playing games for me. Fantastic things. I've heard this is basically it. I love Aliens, and since I'm a comic book guy, I don't know if he did the art direction for it, but the 3 characters, let me zoom in on there for you. Hopefully it'll focus. They're drawn by an artist named Chris Bocello. I always say his last name wrong, so if that's right. He did a really cool comic called Steampunk way back in the day. Fantastic artist, but that's like an extra bonus just for me. You guys probably won't care. Anyway, since picking this up, I thought it was like one of those hidden gems, and it may be. I forget, I had definitely watched a video where somebody had brought this up, but from what I hear, it's mixed reviews. Like, there's a lot of like, it could have been better, but we'll see. I hear it's not too long. Most of those Metroidvania style games are like that. Here we go, another PlayStation Portable game. This one, I believe, PlayStation 1, I think it was originally released on. I've seen all these games around, but just sitting down and actually buying them now, having it on a shelf, kind of why I brought that up. Having games on a shelf is so cool, right? Because you can go there and it's like, even though you're collecting games, you want to play all of them at one point, right? That's why you bought it. And it's like, which one do I want to play? And you go through and you see these, and it's good to have these games on your shelf anyway. That's a Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. I believe people talk about this all the time. Again, I'm not sure if it's a really awesome game or not. I do like the idea, Norse mythology, Greek mythology, love all that stuff. My only concern is I believe it's a turn-based RPG, and it's a genre I'm trying to get into. The only thing I don't like about it is it feels slow. Same thing with like Final Fantasy Tactics. I've tried it. Maybe I just need to sit down and give it like the breath it needs. But I always feel like when I play those games that time is like dragging on. And if I want to sit down, and it's one of the beautiful things about what's it called? Mobile gaming, portable. That I can just turn it on for X amount of minutes, turn it off. But when you play strategy RPG, it always feels like you're committed, and I don't like that. Especially if you got to play for 45 minutes, you die, and you got to restart. Fire Emblem was like that too. But anyway, I wanted to give it a shot because I hear so many good things about it. This one, again, I hear some really awesome things about. I've been looking to pick it up for a long time, ever since I've heard Dustin Christ talk about it. There's actually 2 games in here that I picked up basically because he recommended it. I had played the demo of this, and I'm really excited to play this one too. That's Enslaved Odyssey to the West for Xbox 360. Really looking forward to this. The demo, I actually had fun playing that demo. And I played that maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, somewhere in there. But so he's going to have these mixed up in with the portable gaming. And I find I'm doing a lot of that. But anyway, awesome. I'm really, really excited for that. And this next one here, 2 GameCube games. This is a series I've always wanted to get into. I don't know why I didn't. I had a PlayStation 2, my GameCube, I never really bought games for, except for like Resident Evil and what was the other one? Smash Brothers. I don't even think I had like a Mario Kart, nothing like that. But anyway, that's Beautiful Joe. And I know it's for PlayStation 2, but I believe it came out here first. And the PlayStation 2 is a port, so I wanted to pick that up. And they're actually having a sale. You buy one, you get the other one half off. So I got Beautiful Joe 2 as well. So I love Capcom. Not today. Capcom's kind of... But back when I was younger, even teenage years, the style that the Capcom artists have, like for Street Fighter, like... That's... This game, to me, I look at it and it's like, it's just style. And that's what I'm really interested in checking out. So, hopefully they're good. Next one here is, we're getting almost done, about 5 more games. This one I believe was on Game Boy Advanced first. Game Boy Advance. I keep saying Advanced. Is it Advanced? Is there a D in there? I should know. But, hopefully I get it right. Yggdra Union Will Never Fight Alone. And again, I think this one's definitely a strategy RPG, but what I thought was cool is, let me just flip it on the back here. Just zoom in here so you guys can see it. If you can see in the middle screen there, it looks kind of like if you guys have played like Advance Wars. I love that game. That's a strategy RPG. Is it a strategy RPG? It's a strategy game. Definitely not a role-playing game, but this same kind of thing happens where you get, like, it looks like your army versus another army, and I saw that and I just thought that was kind of cool. But this one, I look at it, it's an Atlas game. I'm assuming it's going to be very heavy. So, I'm going to have to be in a mood for this one, that's for sure. But I definitely wanted to pick it up. This still falls into the category of the legendary Starfy, where manga and anime, more manga. And I can't really watch cartoons too much. It takes time. But this kind of stuff here, I've gotten into the last 3 or 4 years now, like manga style. Like I used to love it as a kid, but now I don't know. Maybe it's a maturity thing. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling. But the style, I'm appreciating it more, and it's just fun. This one here is the other one that Dustin Christ he raved about, and I had checked up on it, and it doesn't look like much. I'll say that. The screenshots that they have in the back, like if I saw this, which I had when I used to buy Xbox 360 games, the cover's cool, but the back, it's so dry, and unfortunately, because of that, I would have put it down. And that's one thing I want to fix, is actually giving these things a shot, because, you know, never judge a book or a game by its cover. But anyway, that's Nier, and, you know, again, if I had seen this, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But since I've heard so many good things, I've looked into it. It sounds interesting. It sounds actually fun. And the story apparently is supposed to be really good. So I'm looking forward to that guy there. A couple games here. These ones were actually on sale as well. They were on for 50% off. I think this store was trying to get rid of their PlayStation Portable games. I can't blame them. I mean, save for a few games that I've looked for anyway, they're really hard to come across. And, you know, again, I can't blame people for that. But this one, I believe, came out when the PSP launched. It was probably the launch title, but that's the Power Stone Collection. Again, following the Capcom stuff, I have a few Capcom art books that I used to just pore over. And the art style, it's different, but it's just so, it's Capcom. And I love it. I have no idea what this game is. So I checked, and apparently, it's a fighter. And I'm interested to see, how is that a fighter? It's 3D and stuff, but I'm gonna pop it in, see what it's about. I have no expectations for this game, but I believe it was $4, and I've always been interested in it since I was a kid. I had the PSN magazines, and or was it PSM PlayStation magazine, and I'd always see stuff for this in Japan. And Dreamcast, I think it was another one that this was for. And I never got a chance to play it. So I saw it. What the hell, we'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Now this game here, whoo baby, I love this stuff. I played this Super Nintendo. I remember always going to a friend's house to play this game. I rented it as much as I could. I don't think I ever got past the 3rd level, which was like a water stage. I think it was the 3rd one. And the difficulty was just like... But anyway, this is Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. I was about to say it the other way around. Now, when I looked into this, I don't think it's a remake. What I believe it is it's like the 3rd one in the series, which I was kind of bummed out about. I was hoping that it was like a HD remake kind of thing that a lot of these systems tend to do. The PSP games I've noticed, it's like once you beat them or you unlock something, you get like the original game. So I'm hoping that's in there. If not, I mean, I hear it's good. It's Ghosts and Goblins. You know what I mean? You want to play those difficult side scrollers. Like, I'm just looking at the back here. And I don't think this is going to pick up on there. But it's that armor, man. You get hit and the armor chunks off. That's too cool. So I definitely want to have that. This game here, actually, I remember seeing this for the first time on, I believe it was PlayStation 3. And it was, I always wanted it. But I never wanted to pay the price for it, and I saw it used for $10. So I had to grab it. That's Transformers War for Cybertron. I cannot wait to play this game. I'm not the biggest Transformers fan, okay? But the demo, I believe I played for the second one. The second one, it was like a multiplayer demo. The designs for these guys, they're like practical. It's not the show, you know? Like he turns into a truck, but it's like a slick truck. It's a different style. I'm trying to get into the cartoon, the old cartoon. I used to love, what was it? Transformers Beast Wars, I believe was what it was called, when they turned into animals. I ate that up. I had like a lot of toys for that stuff, but this is cool. I believe this follows canon of the story as well. Something to do with like as Cybertron fell. Even if I hate this game, I'm going to look for the second one as well because it has the Dinobots in it, which is that's like instant win. But yeah, looking at that. And the very last game, finally wrap this whole thing up. It's actually a Wii game. Who buys Wii games? Who plays the Nintendo Wii? Nobody plays that system. This follows, again, a style. I have seen this to death. I've even seen it at low prices. I don't think it sold very well. I don't even know how well it scored. I just know that there was a time when there was some hype for this game. The style, everything about it, but that's Mad World for the Nintendo Wii. It's all black and white, save for the blood, which is red. Kind of like Sin City, if you guys read manga or if you watch the movie. Manga, what am I talking about? If you read comics. And the style alone looks really slick. It's kind of reminiscent of like how I do my work. That's why I kind of dig it. I like the gore kind of stuff like that. I'm a huge God of War fan. But it's my understanding that this is kind of like one of those reality shows where if it's up to you to kill other people, it's kill or be killed kind of thing. I like that idea. I like the Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've yet to read the book. But I just like that idea of that chase, and it's you versus them, and there's usually like a bigger picture. I'm not expecting much from this game. I just hope that there's some entertainment and some enjoyment in it. And again, this is actually $5 brand new. Go figure, right? It's been so long since it's been out. But that's it. That's a giant stack, and I'm looking at it. I have no idea when I'm ever going to get through all of them in a reasonable fashion. But, you know, I'm trying to make a proactive effort to get back into this stuff big time. It feels good. It always feels good to spend money on stuff you know you probably don't need, but if there's some fun in it, then there's a reason to keep spending that cash, right? But I did buy books this month as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to start including that in the videos. I probably will. I don't think a lot of people read that much nowadays, which is a shame, especially video game players, as sad as that is. Only because, especially Zelda, she wants me in the shot. But here, you thirsty? Anyway, so I'll wrap it up. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Stay tuned for some more videos, and we'll see you soon. Bye.